does not have to be a new year, a new you. It just has to be a healthier you in the new year, you guys. Make sure you check down below in the description box where you can find the links to TLC products, including the ISOT, the Nutriburst, the Life Drops, the Resolution Drops. There's just so many things there to help you in burning fat and staying healthy. There's even the new Immune Tea, which I'm going to order. So I can't wait to try that. And I hope they get the sea moss back. But I do love the sea moss from Mint and Ocean. I'm sorry, it's supposed to be a commercial. Yes, okay? Get those TLC products from me. And do not forget that my biggest life change has been through Kiara LASHAE, Team LASHAE, ifyoucanmove.com. You guys get cute little outfits from Peja and Amari. You also check out Just Move supplements because she is helping us with the energy. Okay, this is the energy supplement. Love it. Okay, just got my protein. Gonna get me some after I work out. So yeah, y'all, down below in the description box, support. So you guys are always asking me where I get my glasses from. So I thought I would finally give y'all a real little ad, okay? Firmoo, I can't see, bitch. Okay, I'm just playing. I'm just joking. These are my new Firmoo glasses here. Super, super cute, right? They are prescription because I'm like totally blind. And I got these matte ones that I think are really dope. And I felt like they would go good with the fact that I no longer have hair. You know what I'm saying? But either way, you guys can use my link and give me credit. And get you some glasses from Firmoo. Come on in. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Hey y'all, what's up? Okay, so this is All American and Run the World. All right, y'all did not miss it. I'm so happy to see that y'all are here. Can y'all just give me a little bit longer? I'm trying to get these screenshots, and y'all, I actually went and got COVID test. I mean, not tested. I got the vaccine, the first shot of the vaccine yesterday. So I'm actually feeling a little under the weather, kind of like I have a cold or something. So I'm trying to get myself together for the videos today because I feel up to it. It's just I'm just kind of lagging a little bit. I'm taking medicine, vitamin C and everything else. So, I don't feel terrible or anything, but it does feel like I have like a little bit of a cold or something, which I think was already kind of happening before. And then like last night, I was just like, oh my God, my throat, post-nasal drip, ew. So it's a whole situation right now, but I am trying to, get these screenshots in for y'all. Unfortunately, I feel like I'm not going to be able to get All American screenshots in, but at least I have Run the World. Y'all know what the people on All American look like because it's the same people. Run the World is new. Okay. So hold up. Let me see. No. We can't come on camera, y'all. I look a mess. Okay. Hold up. We can't come on camera. I look a mess. I'm getting it together. I'm sorry, y'all. I hadn't even looked at my camera to see what I look like. Hey, what's going on? Okay, I'm trying to get this camera situation together. Okay. All right. Child, listen, when you are a entrepreneur, you don't have time to take days for yourself like that. It's not scheduled. All right. It's not scheduled. Tomorrow, I'm scheduled a day off. Today, I am not scheduled a day off. Okay. I have things to talk about. I have videos to get done, and I still have energy to give. So, I'm here. Okay. I'm here. I need to get a glasses wipe though, because I feel like, my glasses is dirty, and this is not the move. This is not the way. Hold on. Let me get a glasses wipe. Okay. Do that for me. Hold on to your love. You got to hold on. Oh. I should let y'all see me in my Daisy Dukes. I should let y'all see me in my Daisy Dukes. Okay, listen. We're good. Everybody's good. We're in the comments. We're good. Denise, Quaisha, Saki, thank you for coming through. Hey, Miss B. Kai, Basic Life, Brown Sugar, Naomi, Beautiful Minds. Listen, I hope y'all don't mind when I have these moments where I'm talking to y'all like we on the phone or some shit. Before I get into what y'all actually here for. Child, if you catching a playback, you already know, double tap your screen and fast forward through if you got a problem. But yeah, y'all, I went ahead and decided to go ahead and get that vaccination popping, because I am tired of going places and having to wear a mask all the time. You know what I'm saying? And then feeling paranoid and scared when I get home that I've gotten sick. Okay, so I am taking Tylenol. I have my my vitamin C right here. Okay, listen, we are on it. Okay, yes. I'm glad. Listen, I don't know if y'all have seen recent Ooh Ladies First panels, okay? But we were supposed to interview Alexis Jones from Ready to Love. She canceled at the last minute. She did say she wanted to reschedule, but because of the way things went down, we didn't feel like the reschedule was necessary. It just kind of felt like, you were trying to not come and answer questions that you didn't want to answer. So, it is what it is at this point. Okay, we've moved on from there. But the Tressa interview was very good and eye-opening. You guys should check that out because that's on my channel if y'all did not see that. All right, thank you, Ash Chuck, for the super chat. Did you hear about the Married at First Sight divorces? Yes, I did. And are we really surprised that Ryan and Clara didn't make it? Are we really surprised that Killer Eric, okay, and old girl are divorcing? No, we're not surprised. We knew it. We knew it. Listen, I knew y'all would. I knew y'all would love the Kimmy announcement because everybody loves Kimmy. Like, we love Kimmy. I don't think I've ever said anything bad about Kimmy the whole time I've been reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville. Because I've never had anything bad to say about Kimmy. Okay? For real. Like, the only time is when I feel like she was giving Martell Hope way too much grace. But at the same time, that's them people friends. I can't be mad at her about that. But y'all make sure y'all come see us on Sunday. We will be talking to Kimmy right after the Love and Marriage Huntsville premiere, which is on Saturday night. Okay. And y'all can look for me on Sunday morning for Family or Fiance, Put a Ring on It, and Love and Marriage Huntsville in a live. Okay. So look for me on Sunday morning, afternoon. Probably if I get up early enough, child, we'll be up here at noon to get that shit done. Okay. So I can have the rest of my day. Yes. I am aware that you still need to wear a mask, but people don't. People don't. They don't. And I would like to be out and about with other people, just like everybody else, and not have to feel like I might die. So yeah, I got that shot. And I go to the gym. I go to the gym a lot. And if I can tell y'all how difficult and how I almost passed out twice from working out with a mask on. So yeah. I'd rather be safe than sorry, to tell y'all the truth. And like my girl Nisi said, if I'm gonna turn into a zombie, my whole family gonna turn into zombies, and I want to be zombies with my family. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. Right. Child. That's why I'm like, new variants and stuff. Oh no, let me get the vaccine before I die or something. Like, we don't want that to happen. Child, I read a story about the lady who didn't get the vaccination and then she caught that other variant and then she died. I was like, okay. All my friends got it. Like, everybody I be around has already gotten it. So I was just kind of like, okay, well, since y'all got it, I guess I'll go ahead and join y'all. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. I ain't telling nobody what to do. I'm just telling y'all what I had to do and why I'm not feeling up to my normal self right now. Okay. But I mean, y'all be seeing me. Where's my mask now? Don't act like I don't, because I do. But yes, no, if I'm in the gym and usually there aren't a lot of people in my gym, I would prefer not to. So yeah, I'm gonna get that. Child, when I tell you they be in that gym with no mask on all the time. And I don't believe all of them are vaccinated. I just don't. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into Run the World. We're going to do Run the World first, and then we will get into All American. We'll do it like that. Okay? So let me go ahead and blow up my notes so we can get into it. There are like 109 of y'all in here because this isn't my most watched live or whatever. But I still enjoy these. Okay? So please do me a favor and like it up. All right? Share the video. And let's go ahead and get into the content, okay? So let's talk about Whitney and Ola first, and then I'll go back to the girls, okay? So Whitney decided to take Sandy's terrible advice as far as I'm concerned and tell Ola that she slept with Community Dick. She did not refer to him as Community Dick. She actually referred to him as some random guy. The conversation was so realistic and heated. Like, oh my God. She said, it really was just like a nervous breakdown, but it has absolutely nothing to do with you. I love you. You're amazing, and she thinks they can get past it because they've gotten past his residency and they've gotten past college. It's like naming all of these things that are not really, betrayals. Like, this is a betrayal, as Ola called it. Okay. He said, Whitney, you fucked somebody else. And I like what he said, fuck, because he used the word to let her know how hard this feels. Don't try to soften this shit. Okay. But this is why I feel like people really should not put these types of parameters of being in exclusive relationships to this extent until you are actually married. Because when you really look at somebody's actual life, if I'm feeling this way before we get married, that's probably a sign that we shouldn't get married. And it's probably because you never had this time to yourself your entire adult life. You've been married. You've been in this relationship with this man and you were acting married to him. And that is the problem. And now you're actually getting married and you're like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do just this for the rest of my life. That's going to happen. But that's why I'm just saying, because when you get married, you always have that thought, right when you get married, I didn't have it before. I was perfectly fine. But I also feel like I lived a little before I got with my husband. It wasn't like I was just with him like she was, So I feel like that really told Whitney that she needed to go and live her life a little bit more. But Ola is amazing. Like he said, I'm the shit. I'm Harvard, college educated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a doctor. I'm amazing. I'm fine. I'm sexy. I'm chocolatey goodness. I'm Nigerian, bitch. Hammer. You know what I'm saying? Elephant trunk dick. I'm giving you all of me. Okay. I worship the ground you walk on. I flood you with compliments. I let you be, the star of the relationship because you need it so badly. And you go and fuck a random. That was classy. I was like, damn. He went all the way in on her. And he feels like a sucker and that their whole relationship has been a lie. And I'm like, calm down. Y'all, the truth of the matter is Whitney cheating really doesn't have anything to do with Ola. It has more to do with her feeling like she didn't experience these things. And now she's about to go the rest of her life with just you. And she doesn't know if that's good enough. She doesn't know if that is, that will suffice for her life. And that's a reasonable fear to have, because most people have that fear. It's just that men are allowed to get married and then cheat on their women and get away with it society wise. I know individually it's different, but in society, the society tells men they will be forgiven, whereas women will be thrown asunder and called hoes. Okay. Made to you're a liar. Like, he was going in on her, and it's like, it's the only thing this girl has ever done wrong in y'all entire relationship. And at the end of the day, y'all are not married yet. Yes, it is hurtful, it's upsetting, but I think too much weight is being put on it, as if their entire relationship doesn't count now because of this one thing. And I don't think that's realistic. I just don't. I don't think that's realistic in my mind, based off of what I've seen of people's relationships and marriages and how people fuck up and all of that. Y'all are not married yet. So don't act like this is the worst thing. To me, the worst thing would be if she had waited until y'all got married and decided to start cheating on your fucking ass. Okay? So take a breath, and figure out what y'all are going to do from here. But I understand going through the motions. He needed to unleash on her because he's the one that was hurt. So you can't decide you're going to be honest with him and then get mad when he is honest with you about how he's feeling in the moment, which is that you're a slutty McSluster. You're a slutty McSluster. Okay, look, slutster. All right, trying to get that out. And he's amazing, and he's, the good guy. You know what I'm saying? When the truth of the matter is, her life has probably been wrapped up in him in a way that he has not really been wrapped up in her. You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't think it's required. I don't think men are required to give in the same way. Ola seems amazing, but there are some things about their relationship that make me feel like he's trying to get her to give a little bit more than he's giving at this point, because that is just what men expect of women in marriages, and in relationships, period. So I really do think this was a good thing. And if you wanted to be honest with him, then you needed to be like taking a break from each other. So when she tells him that she doesn't want to not get married, he's like, well, what the fuck are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? Obviously we shouldn't be together because you're a liar. He goes in on her. She cries. She's on the floor and she's sobbing. All right. She's going through that. Okay. And of course he loves her. He doesn't want to see her like that. So he picks her up off the floor and he fucks her. And he fucks her. Okay, the type of fuck that all of us good girls want from our good men before we cheat on them. But they wait till after to fuck us like this. Okay, but it was amazing, obviously. And then when they get up, she thinking everything is fine, and he's like, "Well, I'm leaving because I need more time to figure this out. I need more than 48 hours to figure this out." And she was like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "Listen, you're not gonna be able to control this portion of the situation, okay?" You're not. So just let me go ahead and have this moment. And now she's all scared. Okay, so now let's go back to the girls. All right. So the girls were supposed to be having the Bachelorette party. That's what this was supposed to be, but Whitney never showed up. So throughout the whole night, Sandy is the only person that actually knows what's going on here. And everybody's like, oh my God, where is Whitney? It's her Bachelorette party. Why isn't she here? And, they put the homegirl Hope in charge. The homegirl Hope should not have been in charge. How y'all gonna put the countryest one of y'all in charge of the Bachelorette night out in New York City? That obviously should have been a Renee Ella situation. Like, it should have been one of them. It should not have been Hope. I don't even understand what was going on here. To me, that lets you know right there that girl really didn't want to get married, because you're not even making honest decisions about how you're handling your wedding. It's like it's been pulling teeth this entire time. Like, oh yeah, make the friend that I don't even talk to as much the maid of honor. I was just kind of like, okay, like, yeah, y'all need to go and live y'all separate lives. And if y'all come back to each other, great. But I feel like they need to separate, because this all seems like I'm getting married because that's what the world wants of me. Yes, I love him, but I'm doing this because this is what society tells me I should do, not because it's really what I want to do. That's what Whitney's whole thing gives me. Her whole life is, I'm a people pleaser. I want to, please everybody. So at what point are your decisions your own? And at what, when you realize that they're not your own, you're doing it because you're people pleasing. You know what I'm saying? So at what point do you stop doing that? Because you're a grown ass woman. But anyway, like I said, Hope has the homegirls running around the city with Groupons trying to get into the club. No, that did not work. At the door, y'all see that bald-headed security guard? Well, that was Soulja Boy security, who's probably almost 50, but wants to call Renee, Sandy, and Ella middle-aged. I would have kicked that in the dick. Never mind, I'm gonna let it go. I wouldn't have. I'd have cursed him out real bad, though. I'd have been like, your mammy, bitch. Yeah, I just said something nasty. Like, nigga, you wish I would put my pussy on your forehead talking about middle-aged. You wish you could lick the lining out of my ass. No pussy in this getting ass security guard ass nigga I never seen in my life. You wish you could get this crown, whether it is PYT or old hoe shit. You wish you can get it, okay? Because I don't see nobody out here trying you to get in a club. Okay, anyway. So they go back to the hotel because Renee was over it. And Child Hope had them at the Marriott. She had them at the Marriott. And Renee was like, honey, we are not doing this. Okay, so I think they went to, like, I don't know, the Waldorf Astoria, bitch. I don't know. They went to a nicer hotel, got a suite, and tore it down for the slumber party in a more extravagant, nicer hotel room. Okay, they drinking, wrapping themselves in toilet paper. Everybody's having a good time. Okay, Ella tells Renee that she hasn't talked to Anderson ever since she kicked him out of her apartment because he was being honest about how shitty her job is. Hope and Renee talk about her starting her own company and pitching for L'Oreal on her own, and how she's nervous to send this text to Mia to ask to pitch it on her own. Eventually, Hope tells Renee to just go ahead and send that text to Mia, and it'll be like her first order of business as her own company owner. You know, like her and her boss are gonna go into business together, I guess, because the boss had been texting her heavily. So yeah, so Renee sends that text, and then they proceed to wait for the weed man and get fucked up. Okay, like, it was a moment. She said, I'm starting to like you, Hope. And Hope was like, that's so funny. I thought I was starting to like you too. I'm shady too, bitch. We shady together. All right. Then Sandy's little girl calls. Okay. I'm calling her Sandy's little girl because at this point, the little girl is Sandy's little girl. Hold up. Okay. That's that screenshot. Y'all see that. Okay. So she was like, I'm just calling to say good night. Are you coming home? And she was like, no, but good night. I love you. I love you too. It was so cute. And then Anderson, hold up, we got to switch over because she was supposed to be off mom duties, but here she is being mom. Girl, all right, Sandy, you know you want to be a mother to that little girl. Let it go, okay? Ella was complaining about her life and about her vlog and how terrible it was that she had to put that story out about that cheating ass actor. But Hope was like, child, me and my homegirls was in the group chat dying laughing at that shit. Don't feel bad. That was a good story. All right. Like, you should be, happy that you out there breaking these important conversations about these cheating actors or whatever, like that was kind of the conversation, like patting Ella on the back so she didn't feel so bad about her job. Okay. But Anderson texts Ella, and it was a story that she wrote from 2 years ago. And it's like, this is the Ella I fell in love with. So now she all in her emotions and shit in a tub like she finna cry. The girls are left to get high as she goes downstairs to meet with Anderson so that they can talk. And they basically talk about the fact that he was just being honest with her, that he wants more for her, and he thinks that she deserves better and she can do better. And that's all he was trying to say. And that he does love her. And he doesn't want to do this little fake kind of sort of dating shit with her anymore. He want to be together. He like, I love you. I want to be together. Shit. And she was like, okay. And then she kissed him. So they gonna be together. Child, we knew they was gonna be together. I don't know why they was playing. Okay. Also, Mia texted Renee back and told her that she'll put in a good word for her. She'll definitely try. So it was good news, not bad news, not a yes, but not a no. Okay. So things are going well. Things are looking up. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to this next one. Child, it's time to get one more phone call from that little girl. She had to sing the little girl to sleep. All right. And then Matthew comes on the phone and tells her, he realizes that she's been doing a lot. And so she can go ahead and stay at that hotel one more night and he'll cover the room. And I was like, well, all right, Matthew, you trying to make sure you don't lose your little secretary, stepmama wife that's coming into your life to make your life easier. You're trying to make sure you don't lose her, huh? Because that's what it feels like. It feels like he's doing this to make sure she knows that he cares about her because he doesn't want her to leave. Because he still wants her to be there to be a mother to his child. I'm just saying. In my opinion, that's how I felt about it. But it was sweet nonetheless, okay? So as they're paying for their hotel room, I believe, okay, the girls all, pay for things, and then some woman comes over with a whole bunch of dildos, and Renee was like, girl, no. Girl, no. Girl, no, girl, stop. Okay, girl, no, girl, stop. We're not doing that. We're not about to have all of these dildos in here while I'm trying to eat my tacos. We're not going to do this, or whatever they was doing. Renee sent that lady on her way, and they just all sat down and talked. And y'all, I really did like Hope. Hope was giving. Hope was giving everybody all the, the inspiration that they needed this episode. She's the friend that y'all count out, but she's the friend that y'all needed to call, because she was giving everybody, just they flowers, so to speak. Like, girl, call her, encouraging everybody, basically. So I appreciated her for that, okay? She basically said, don't be Juanita. I mean, don't be the woman, don't bitch before Juanita. That's what it was. So don't be the woman that loses out on a good man to another bitch who racks up that $200 million that Juanita got when she divorced Michael Jordan. Okay. So that was basically the advice. Like, if you want that man with him being successful like that, Ella, if you want Anderson with his old successful ass, then you go ahead and you get that man, girl. Okay. Don't be the bitch that loses out on a man like that over your ego or some bullshit. Okay. I don't see it for Sandy and Matthew either. I don't trust him. That's just how I feel. I still also feel like they keep trying to make Anderson seem perfect, but I'm still not all the way sold on that either. But I do want him and Ella to be together because I do feel like he fuck with her heavy. Okay. So then after the girls finished having a good time, they was laying in the bed watching HGTV like some old hoes. Okay, these girls are my age. Okay, when they started playing the lean with it, rock with it, lean with it, rock. Well, I was like, yes, they're my age. So they lean with it, rock with it. Right. Like, I caught it and everything at the same time. Child, listen, I'm starting to see spaceships on Bankhead. That's what we did our dorm step too. Because y'all know I went to Clark, Atlanta for my freshman year. Okay, we did the same thing. Scott is calling me. I'm in the zone. I'm trying to see my doctor. Scott is calling me. Scotty, beam me up. I want to fight morning, noon, and night. I'm geeked up. I'm geeked up. I can't see, but all the walls keep. All right, I'm gonna stop. But y'all, that's the mode they had me in when they was having a good time in the hotel room after everybody had got their edibles. But yeah, Whitney. Y'all, after Whitney got fucked and her man left her, she showed up to the hotel crying crocodile tears. I don't know if I'm gonna fix it. I don't think this wedding is gonna happen. And Renee's like, we gonna fix this, girl. I thought Renee was gonna be like, bitch, I told you not to tell him. That's what I thought she was gonna say. I thought she was gonna be like, bitch, I thought I told you not to tell him if you wanted y'all to stay together. Okay, child. I feel like, I don't know, but did they say that Matthew's baby mama passed away? I'm not sure, but I feel like Matthew's baby mama passed away. Like, she not out here. Like, I feel like she passed away. But yeah. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, that 06, that class 06, 07, you know what I'm saying? Era, you know what I'm saying? Listen. And then in Atlanta, on the the Clark Atlanta Spelman Morehouse kind of campus, bitch, I was there. I lived it. That's why I love this show, because this is me. This is me and my homegirl. It's us, okay? It's where we on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I live for this show. Thank you so much, Deanna Williams, for the super chat. Bondi, thank you for this review. Happy I caught this live. Quick question: what dorm were you in at CAU? Pfeiffer Hall. I was in Pfeiffer Hall. You heard me. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to move on to All American, but can you all do me a favor and like the video? I'm going to take a second and like the video. Okay, I told y'all I was had to go run to the bathroom, child, drinking all this water and everything, trying to make sure I am hydrated and not dehydrated, child. Listen. Okay, so we're moving on to All American, which I told you guys I did not have time to load the screenshots for, which I'm annoyed about because I actually was making them, but I just didn't get a chance to finish. It's fine. It's fine though, because we don't really need the screenshots. Okay, we watched this show. We love this show. Okay, and these are the people. Okay, so y'all, I was doing my notes all over the place. I'm glad I didn't do screenshots because they would have been all over the place and not matching because the notes were basically by the show. Because it was like the last thing I did last night. Okay, we ready? We ready, y'all? Let's get into All American. Okay. So we're super duper happy and excited this episode, okay? Because it was called International Players Anthem, I Choose You. And I'm mad because they didn't play it the whole time. I was like, how y'all gonna not play it? I choose you, baby. Da, 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 da. Look, baby, you been rolling solo. Time to get down with the team. The grass is greener on the other side. If you know what I mean, I show you shit you never seen. The 7 wonders of the world. And I can make you the 8th if you wanna be my girl. I say my girl, I don't mean my woman. That ain't my style. Need a real street stalker to walk a green mile. So I had to play it after I finished watching the episode because I was like, how y'all not gonna play it? Okay. Look, that's my song. Anyway, y'all, we played that at our wedding. Like, it's serious, okay? I choose you, girl. All right. So, Chris, y'all team ain't cutting it this season. They not cutting it, but they made it to the playoffs, right? So they're getting ready for the playoffs, but everything is on their shoulders, okay? The championship game, if they win the championship game, then the school doesn't turn into a magnet school, okay? So it's all this pressure. And Jabari, one of the players that, that Spencer had to really like go after and get to be a part of the team and pull out of his own bullshit. Cause people be feeling sorry for themselves. Man, I ain't worried about football right now. Okay. I'm trying to live. All right. But Spencer went and pulled him in and was like, son, this is your way out. Okay. Come do this with us. All right. You got a good GPA. We can do this. All right. So Jabari's complaining about the early morning practices. Billy comes out there and lets them know how y'all out here fucking up. I don't want to hear this shit. Okay? The reason why I'm getting up this early for practice with y'all is because y'all was in practice yesterday sucking. Okay? We got 2 weeks to get this shit together. 2 weeks. Okay? That's what he said. All right? So then we see Preach. Preach is spending time with his daughter and ignoring Coop's phone calls. He still hasn't told Coop that he has a daughter. I was just like, so we just gonna leave Coop like just out here searching for her tour manager when she go on tour? What is going on? And y'all, as soon as I saw this scene, this is when I figured out the whole story. This is when I figured out the whole situation. I said, that's not his little girl. That's some little girl that Mo is paying to pretend like she's Preach's daughter, Preaching Mo's daughter, okay? So that she can distract Preach so she can get to Coop. Because if Preach isn't around, that leaves Coop open to be shot, killed, stabbed, whatever the fuck Mo has planned for her as vengeance for her brother Tyrone's death. When at the end of the day, your brother Tyrone was out this bitch wilding in some street shit. He was either gonna end up in jail or in jail or dead. Those were his options, okay? And you mad about how he ended up like that was the option, sis. That was the option, okay? So I was just kind of like, I already know what this is, okay? You got this little girl lying to this man, making him think he got a daughter so that you can distract him so that you can hurt Coop. You ain't shit, okay? I can't wait to see what Preach got in store for you because you can't hurt Preach like this and think that it's not going to result in some real gutter violent shit, okay? So I'm looking forward to the day that we just see, you know, that look on Preach face and then somebody closing the door and then we don't know what happened. So Coop passed her GED test and now she and Spencer are back cool. We are very happy about that because we did not like that they was arguing for so long. It felt like a breakup in the family. It was hard. Okay. So Coop and Patience asked Spencer about what happened with Olivia because we heard y'all was at Brinkston making out on the floor. And Spencer is like, you know, I don't kiss and tell, but what I'm going to say is I respect the fact that Olivia is going through, you know, her whole, you know, getting clean, her recovery. And in recovery is too soon for these relationships. So I'm just going to play it back. Okay. Which honestly, that's the thing, the whole episode with them. They want to be together, but they're trying to respect the fact that they tell people not to go rushing into relationships when they're in recovery. The only difference here is that this would not be rushing. This is a long time coming and he's your friend. So he supports you either way. So I don't think it's like some of those other relationships that people get into that are just as toxic and become a drug like the drug that they're running from. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's what this is. I think that's what people are talking about when they tell people who are in recovery not to get into relationships, because a lot of the times the person you get into a relationship with is not invested in your sobriety. They're not invested in your recovery. And Spencer is invested in her recovery. He wasn't letting her bullshit. He wasn't letting her lie. He wasn't going along with it. He went and told her parents the truth, even though he knew that she was going to be mad at him. Like, no, girl, this is not the same thing. Go after that little boy. Okay. Anyway. Okay. So Preach shows Coop a presentation of the new merchandise he's been working on. And then he also drops that bomb that he won't be going on the road with her for this tour. And she's like, bro, what the fuck? I'm your only client. How could you not come? Like, what you talking about? Like, what you got going on that you can't come on this tour with me? You ain't got shit going on. Like, that was basically what she felt. Okay. But he said he's going to make sure he finds somebody to take his place. All right. So Olivia, Laura, get your mouth right. Olivia, Laura, and Simone's mom, because I don't know that lady name, are looking at the cafe for the wedding dinner that they're having for Simone and Jordan, okay? Simone's mom suggests that instead of having it at a sports bar, if it's going to be homey, let's just have it at home. And Laura's like, fine, we'll have it at my house. Got it. Good. We good. We got it. I got the money. I know the people, all right? And she has that whole thing catered just like that. Okay, we'll get back to that later on. So speaking of Simone, she's trying to get the seating chart done for the wedding. And Jordan is trying to have sex with her. And I think it feels like he's too consumed with her because he doesn't have football. So right now, because you don't have all of the things that you used to have to occupy your time, you're now all on her and all up under her. And I think she was feeling that in that moment. That's not what she said. She said that, you know, she was just nervous about telling him that she's decided to go to Brinkston. But he says, we'll go to Brinkston together. And I think even more so, she realizes in that moment, like, he is really latching on to me in a way that I'm not comfortable with, but I can't really say that because he's my husband. So she's conflicted. Okay. Spencer gets home early one day and finds Principal Carter at the house having fun with his mom in the living room. The energy was like, what's going on in here? I said, Spencer, ain't nobody cheating on you. That's your mom. Calm down. Okay. He did not know. I don't know how he did not know. I don't know why Dylan didn't tell him. Like, how your little brother don't tell you that your mom and the principal fucking around? Make that make sense. Okay. Principal Carter is the Antichrist as far as Spencer is considered. Okay. And she in there giggling and shit. Like he hasn't been trying to tear down everything Spencer has been trying to build up as far as the school and the community. All right. But once Principal Carter leaves, Spencer goes in on Grace. Like, he has been trying to shut down this school and he's been trying to shut down a football team. Like, he's been fucking over us this whole year and you in here dating this? Like, what is this? And honestly, Grace couldn't even defend it in the moment because she was right. You know what I'm saying? All she could say was, it's complicated, which means, yeah, he did all that shit, but I don't care. That's what that means. I care, but I don't care. Meaning that if I could change his mind about these things, I will. But she want the, okay? You already know what she wants today. Anyway, so Jordan tells Layla, because Layla clocked that something was amiss with Jordan, that he and Simone aren't going to be in LA for college the way everybody thought they were going to be. They haven't told the parents, they haven't told anybody that they've decided to go to Princeton yet. Okay, so when Asher is talking about how he can't wait to go to college with, everybody, Spencer and Jordan, and do the whole homeboy thing and college situation, and he's looking forward to it, Jordan has this guilty look on his face, and Layla clocked it. So when Asher leaves the room, Jordan talks to Layla about what's going on and how they're going to Princeton and all of that. All right, but don't tell nobody, because ain't nobody supposed to know yet. Simone talks to her dad about how she is feeling. She's having second thoughts. She feels like she's asking Jordan to give up too much of his life to move with her. Okay, so that's what's going on with her. And her dad is like, I told y'all that man is real velvety. Okay, it's real velvety. And he's also very supportive emotionally to Simone, which she needs because her mom is an asshole. It's just what it is. Asher tells Jordan that he can tell that Billy and Laura are back together, which was hilarious to me because Jordan was so oblivious to it. And Olivia comes over and she's like, oh my God, you guys are totally not talking about the fact that our parents have been smashing, right? It's like, what? Smashing? Yes, they've been smashing. She says that she knows Billy has been sneaking in and out of the house at night, but he ain't slick. Okay, I already know what it's hitting for. You need to mind your business, Jordan. Okay, I was just like, this is all very true, and I appreciate Olivia for saying I mind my business. That's why I ain't saying nothing, because that's what I do. Okay, I mind the business that pays me, and that ain't got nothing to do with me what mama and daddy doing. Okay. Principal Carter tries to talk to Spencer, but it does not work. Okay, he's there with Grace, and they're obviously dating, and everybody knows it. And Spencer is just not feeling it. Y'all, where the fuck is Dylan? I hate that when sometimes just people just be completely missing from the situation. Where the hell is Dylan? Okay. Anyway, Spencer says, "Okay, you want to prove that you on our side? How about you stop this whole magnet school situation from happening?" But at this point, it's out of Principal Carter's control, okay? It is what it is. Spencer was like, yeah, okay. Billy had come over at some point to make sure that this didn't turn into an altercation. But, it's all cool. Spencer has class. He gonna read the fuck out you, but he has class. He's not gonna act the fool at these people's wedding, okay, at their little party or whatever, okay? Billy tells Spencer to back up off of Principal Carter because this isn't the time or the place. And Spencer feels like he's the only one trying to save the school at this point. Y'all done put everything on my back, and y'all out here fool-la lying around, finger fucking your wives and my mom and shit. And I'm out here, teenager, trying to save the community. Like, ain't that funny though? Like how Spencer seems to be the only one that doesn't let things distract him from what's important. But the adults are out here distracted as fuck. Just saying. So Olivia and Spencer finally talk. No. I'm sorry. My notes are fucked up. Coop and Spencer finally talk about Preach having a daughter. Okay. Because Spencer couldn't keep this from her anymore. He was like, I was trying to stay out of it, but it's obvious that you trying to find out what's going on, and I know what's going on, and we back cool. So I'm going to tell you, look like Preach got a daughter. Okay. Layla finds out that she's going to be able to do this tour with Coop, and that her tests have been pushed up earlier so she can take those finals before they go out on the road. So now Preach is technically off the hook. All right. Then we see Carrie go into the studio to drop off Layla's dress for the wedding party or whatever. It's either the wedding or I think it's the wedding. Yeah, it's for the wedding. So she's dropping off her wedding dress at the studio. Her bridesmaid dress. Y'all know what I'm saying. And Carrie gets upset when Layla tells her that she's going to be going on that tour with Coop. Really? You're going to keep making sacrifices for people who wouldn't make those sacrifices for you? Layla was like, Carrie, this is business and this is what I want to do for my business. It's what I have to do. Okay. But Carrie's attitude towards it definitely raised the spidey senses that Layla has been ignoring this entire time. Okay. So Layla says it's getting late and she has to change for the wedding, you know, and then she kind of runs out. So then we see Spencer. Spencer finds Jabari at the gym trying to work off his angst. And he just expresses how he's going to be there and fight for their community and for the football team and all of that. But it's just like a lot of responsibility. And they kids. They want to play football for fun, not to save the fucking town. You know what I'm saying? But it's what they're doing. You know, it's what's going on right now. But Jabari takes this moment to thank Spencer for saving him, for caring enough to come and be nosy and make him come and play football and realize his potential. It was just a beautiful moment. And it was like another time when Spencer had been told the effect he has on people, you know? And I loved it because Spencer always be about to cry right behind the eyes. This is the Denzel Morris Chestnut School of Acting that we're dealing with right here. Okay? So one of my favorite parts of the episode is when Coop rolls up on Preach because Preach is standing at the counter ordering something at the cafe and Coop just rolls up real slick like, so what's her name? I was just like, no, not so what's her name? Like came into it was so what's her name? I was dying laughing, okay? I don't know if I'm the only one that caught that, but I rewind that shit a couple of times, okay? So they had this conversation about the little girl, the kid, okay? Preach is being played. But Preach says the only reason that he didn't tell Coop about the kid is because the kid is supposed to be Mo's kid, and he knows how Coop feels about Mo. Whatever. Right before the wedding, Spencer asked Grace what she sees in Principal Carter because he'd been told twice that day or that week that he sees the best in people. So he's trying to see the best in Principal Carter. So he asked Grace what she sees. And she says that she sees him being supportive and caring, but also still healing from his wife's death, still dealing with issues just like everybody else around there. Okay, so that kind of opens Spencer's eyes up to being a little bit more open to Principal Carter, okay, fucking his mom. Olivia tells Layla that Carrie stopped her from coming to see her the other night, and Layla thanks her for telling her. I'm like, are you starting to see that this bitch is single white female in you, even though you black? Okay, but she still seemed like she, you know, I don't know. She's trying to fuck you and lock you in the basement so she can just have you for herself or something like that. It's scary. Somebody call the popo hoe. Okay? Call the popo on this hoe. Okay? She's scaring me. I'm worried for Layla's safety. Layla's gonna end up knocked out, waking up after being drugged with that bitch having her handcuffed to a boiler in a basement or some shit like that. I see it. I see it. 10 years later, why would Preach not get a test? Exactly. Don't make no sense. Most niggas in the hood would run to get Dana, okay? Run to get that DNA test. Not Preach. He's just going to believe it. Just going to believe it, especially when somebody has been a snake in the grass, and you know they've been a snake in the grass. Child. Asher tells Jordan and Spencer how much he loves them for being the family that he did not have because his mama and daddy are always too self-absorbed in what they got going on to be emotionally supportive to their son. So he appreciates Spencer and you know, Jordan for being that family for him no matter what they've been through. And I appreciate him for that too. I was feeling him in that moment because I mean, y'all know they've been fighting over girls and positions on the football team and everything. And they still maintain this brotherhood. And I do appreciate that about them. Child, I do like me some Asher. I ain't gonna lie. So Spencer asked to have a moment alone with Principal Carter, and Grace was like, look, I don't want no mess. And he was like, I promise, mama, it's not gonna be no mess. Okay, it's not gonna be no mess, ma. I promise. Okay. So Spencer and Principal Carter talk. And he says that he's willing to, you know, be cordial, be cool for the sake of his mom. Principal Carter insists that he feels differently now about the school and that he has taken the blinders off because he had a fucked up filter, like Sean from Put a Ring on It. His filter was fucked up and he had to get that together. But Billy Miss Grace, everybody, the school has helped him take those blinders off and realize that even though he might have been trying to help Crenshaw, he wasn't doing it the right way. Okay. So at the end of the day, make it not be a magnet school or get the fuck out my face is what Spencer feels. Okay. Just what it is. Simone is having second thoughts. All right. She talks to Layla and Olivia about how she doesn't want to get married as soon as she sees herself in the wedding dress. She looked beautiful, by the way. I like how Olivia went off on her. Olivia was like, you mean to tell me when I tried to tell you not to marry my brother, that wasn't the time? When I tried to tell you that this not what y'all should do, you felt like you should still do it, and y'all are married. Because Layla was like, do I need to remind her that they already married and this is just, prompted circumstance? Y'all, she looked so pretty, though. I had to load that so y'all can see how pretty she looked. Okay, I loved her hair. I love that piece, this piece in her hair. Oh, my God, so beautiful. So beautiful. But, yes, she and Jordan have a conversation, and basically she tells him that she doesn't want him to give up everything that he's been looking forward to as far as college in LA for her at this point, and they should just go back to being boyfriend and girlfriend. Jordan wasn't happy about that because he loves her and he wants to be with her. And she says she loves him and she wants to be with him too. But we all know as soon as she go to Brixton, she gonna start fucking with Damon, the baseball player. But y'all cute for right now. When Layla gets back to the studio, since they canceled the wedding, Carrie is there like single white female once again. Okay. And this is when Layla takes the opportunity to use her phone and find her mom's phone number so she can call her and tell her to come get her crazy ass daughter up out of her house. Okay. Billy decides that he wants to take this opportunity to get back with Laura. So they end up getting married. Okay. They end up getting remarried or renewing the vows or whatever the fuck they did, but they took over the situation ceremonial wise. All right. Then the next day, we see Principal Carter telling Billy and Spencer that he got the school board to agree to take the magnet school situation off the table, especially after they talked about how they raised the GPA for the football players. They have been doing tutoring programs that help the football players raise their GPAs, on top of the fact that Billy has been doing financial literacy classes. So everybody is doing well all in all. So the football team is actually doing what it's supposed to be doing, which is helping these young men get a leg up in this world versus basically putting themselves at a disadvantage to just be used by huge corporations that plan to make $1 billion off their bodies and then just throw them away once they can no longer do that. So yeah, I'm glad. And Principal Carter's going to stay on full time, as he should, now that he's fucking with Miss Grace, because we want Miss Grace to be happy, okay? And if Miss Grace is going to be happy with this tall, fine, light-skinned man with eyeliner on, then I'm happy for it, okay? So then we see Preach introduce his daughter to Coop, and it's all cute and everything. But we see Mo over there texting Andre, telling him that he's going to be going on tour with Coop, and that's the opportunity that Andre is supposed to take to kill Coop, I'm guessing. Preach gonna hurt this bitch. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So Layla, I told y'all Layla called Carrie's mom, right? Carrie's mom said, my daughter isn't well. I'm going to come and get her right now. Where are you? Layla said, let me get her back to the house first. She said, be careful. I said, Layla, why? Why do you need to get her back to the house first? This bitch is crazy. You should definitely stay at the studio, have her stay at the studio where there are other people there. Okay, get your engineer to stay. And then when her mom comes, you can give them the room, and then you can take your engineer and go back to your house and lock the doors. Okay, like that's what you should do. Change the lock. Okay, maybe get a whole new house, bitch. But all I know is I would not go back to my house alone with her if the mama tells you that she's not well and it ain't safe. It ain't safe. It ain't safe. Okay? I'm scared. Jordan tells Olivia that she doesn't have to choose between her recovery and Spencer because Spencer supports her recovery. The same thing I said, okay? So she goes to see him and she asks him, why did he fall back after they made out at that party at Brixton? And he says, because of her recovery, it comes first. And she says, what if I told you that I could be with you and, still put my recovery first? And he was like, well, I would say it's about damn time that we be happy. And then they run and jump on each other and kiss and make out. And I was like, are they gonna fuck? Are they gonna fuck? And then we didn't get a fuck scene and went off. But I was just kind of like, yay, it's finally happening. We've been waiting so long. We've been waiting so long. I'm so happy that they're finally together. Y'all, when he picked her up, I was just like, oh, y'all. Life be getting in the way of how much sex I'd like to have at this point in my life. Child, when I tell you I be living vicariously through people on TV all the time, bitch. Okay, listen. I enjoy this show so much. I wish they would watch my reviews though. I'm just saying, because it's not like I see many people reviewing it. So I wish they would watch it, but I guess if they on white people channels, they don't be paying attention to black, reviewers, I guess. It's okay, but it's just something I noticed because the black shows pay attention to us reviewers. They know us. Even if they don't say nothing, they know us. And when it comes to shows like, This Is Us or All American, it's like you can't never get them to see you, girl. If it wasn't for 911 and the executive producers liking what the reviewers do, child, they wouldn't know me either. But I love them over there. Hey. Okay, listen. Bondi, your reviews of All American convinced me to watch the show starting next season. Thanks. No problem. I hope you binge watch on Netflix because that's where it's at. They have the first 2 seasons on there. If y'all want, start from the beginning so that y'all could, get y'all way through this 3rd one and be back on for season 4 because they're gonna be back for season 4. I don't know who that is. I meant like in my, in the people that I pay attention to, that's what I meant. But I'm sure there are plenty of other people who review these shows. I'm sure, just not in our atmosphere versus how we all review Love and Hip Hop. We all review Real Housewives. We all review, Love and Marriage Huntsville or something like that. Y'all, I really would like for Roxanne to pick up Love and Marriage Huntsville. I really would. I think it would be something she would really... Let me text her. But anyway, y'all, I'm late for my other review. So let me go. And I'm going to see y'all right back here because it is set for 3:30. It's 3:30 right now. So I'm going to hang up this line and pick it up for a Bondi Blue show. So y'all come see me.